All right, now they can. Now they can
Now they
hear
can?
me.
All right.
Yeah, they can hear you the whole. They'll hear you for a while. Okay, so
Uh,
we're now live. Yeah, that's a thing.
Woo!
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
yeah,
Welcome back again.
yes,
We tried
this
to hang out with you last night.
you
Did not.
did.
But we're going to hang out with you tonight. And it is going to work. Well,
Wait.
me and Hoagie.
Oh, okay. Let's say.
We being the collective cast
Gotcha.
as a hive
So
mind.
so this is team something versus team other something. I honestly have no idea who's playing. It's Team Labby versus Team Biscuit. That's what it is. Is Hoagie subbing?
Hoagie is subbing for level 18.
Oh.
Which is that
Oh.
spicy shit we love. I'm very excited for it. I am a big.
Yawn. Okay, so have you ever watched Miracle Workers?
I have not.
It's got Daniel Radcliffe in it, and so
I have been meaning to watch that actually.
so you can there's 7 episodes. All right, you can binge the entire thing for free on TBS.com.
Nice.
Hashtag TBS if you want to give me money, feel free.
Yeah, TBS sponsor the PMALCS. Let's go.
So yeah, I don't even have to give me money. You can just give the PMELCS money.
Will all use your service.
That's right.
No, more than that. People have been watching.
We got like 28. We got like 28
people.
people.
Watch LEC and LCS all day, and they're like, you know what I need? I need more league, but I need champions that aren't Aphelios and Senna in ADC. I need more pauses.
I need set nerfs.
More memes. Well, everyone needs set nerfs. That's true in LCS too.
Yep.
So as everyone's loading into the lobby, we see that Zephocalypse is never allowed to level up his account ever again.
Why?
Which is good news for the rest of us.
Oh, I see that now. I now understand. Holy shit. Who has that much time to play?
Very, very lucky people.
His clan name is I still don't have a pick ban link.
Same.
I sent a message to Labby saying, "Please send me the PB link here, please," because I have no. I can't. I don't know. Can you see chat for the game?
Yeah, I can see it. Labby said he made one.
Well, he needs to send it to me.
He just sent spec link to me. I can send it over to you.
That's helpful. That's helpful for.
You know, I'm a helper.
Yeah, you're helpful. They're not helpful, but you're helpful.
Stuart Aron.
Dude, you're not supposed to say my name. That's not my full name.
Oh, whatever.
No. Now the random internet knows my name.
Okay.
We are live. You know that, right?
No, yeah. I said your name because I was looking you up on Facebook. Sorry.
I forgive you. I love you.
You want to start over and delete the VOD?
No, that's fine.
No.
We only have like 3 people who are watching.
Fair. Look, I'm not saying that I want you to OP of the TSM fan. Oh, Stuart, did you not put who's playing on the overlay?
No, I did not, because I don't know.
Dan Wiener.
Because I told you, no,
18
no,
BRB.
I won't, because that would mean I have to do stuff, and I don't want to do stuff.
Oh my god, man. Well, Sean, it's level 18 versus BRB.
What is it? Loading Facebook. I got the wrong thing apparently.
Do stuff. Do you have chat open? Do you see Sean yelling at you?
No, I don't. I must have put the wrong thing in. Because holy crap, this is loading Facebook. It's a good thing that wasn't live. That'd be embarrassing. Okay. You can tell them that we're ready for them to start the pick ban. If or I'm ready to start the pick ban if they want to start that. And if they don't, then that's cool. That's fine. Because I
told them we're ready, so I assume they'll be here soon.
Okay. I'm gonna just transition here. Now we're at the empty
Level 18
the
as
empty pick ban. So now the whole world, it's done. It's done. Okay. Now I'm gonna do just the last thing I'm gonna do for the stream. I'm gonna change the team names in the overlay. Red side name.
You poor grumpy boy. Ooh, good stream transition.
Bob.
I love that.
Yes. Blue side name. And they can't switch sides next game. They can't. Nope. Okay, bans are starting. Yes, sir. And so far, we see some pretty typical bans of champions.
Do you think we're going to see any bans against Hoagie? I mean, Hoagie's subbing, so it probably wasn't in their original pick ban plan, but he is
well, he is? But what is he?
Zoe
What is he?
or LeBlanc
Or I mean, is he
or
86?
Zillion,
What
I
is?
guess, if they want to get cheeky.
No, I mean, what is
Oh, I think he is filling AD.
So yeah, I would say Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch would be a good, or Casio. His Casio AD is very good.
Oh, so what did Sean say about
at all to
doing
see
stuff?
Alawi first pick.
What did Sean say about doing stuff?
Oh, you said I don't want to do stuff.
I don't.
Said do stuff in all caps.
No.
Caps lock is cruise control for cool dudes.
This is my beloved 5 hours of Saturday off that I get because I had to work this morning, which is fine. I like my job, but I'm tired. I don't want to do stuff.
That's reasonable.
And I have to work again tomorrow. I haven't had a day off in 3 weeks, and that's fine because I love my job. But again, tired.
Totally reasonable.
Again, tired. There's the Aphelios that you were talking about earlier.
Not shocking. I mean, Aphelios is fantastic right now. Aphelios is really good right now. Oh, we did just have. It appears they meant Zyra and not Nautilus. So that Nautilus is a Zyra.
Okay, because those are close together.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I often confuse N and Z.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you consider as N/a Z is just an N on the side.
Yeah, it's just a sideways Z, my dudes. Yeah, and there's the Caitlyn. Not shocking. Caitlyn really, really good in the meta right now. Not seeing a lot of pro play because I think her numbers just aren't totally optimal in ADC. But
it'll be really interesting to see.
PMA, yes, she's
pretty good.
Oh, is that actually Fiddle?
Interesting.
I like that.
Question is, Fiddle jungle or Fiddle support?
See, and I like that. I like it for that reason too.
Or the rare Fiddle mid.
Ooh, Fid mid.
That used to be a thing back in season 2 or 3.
At some point, Fiddlesticks has been functional in everything.
I love this pick.
This too. Kale and Zyra, both champions with a potential to work in multiple lanes.
Could it be 100%? Could it be 100% honest with you? If they were going, I said probably Zyra support, right? Would you agree?
Probably.
Okay, so if it's the case of Zyra support with the Kale, I would personally would have liked to see Nautilus more.
Fair. That's totally fair.
That's just my opinion.
There's a lot of synergy there.
Yeah. It's great for some front to back fighting, which Kale very much excels at, especially when she can keep her front line alive longer, for her.
Yeah, I like it because it puts them in a position where you can't be 100% sure what to ban, right? So we do see 2 jungle bans headed toward level 18. If that is the Fiddlesticks jungle pocket pick, they just wasted their last 2 bans. If that is Kale mid, then Lux and Vigar are also both wasted bans. So as much as you assume Kale is top and you assume Fiddle is probably support, if not, you're throwing bans out the window.
Well, I would imagine. See, Kale's a really good pick versus Alawi.
Absolutely.
So, that's another reason why I like that pick.
I only say that because we were just talking about that happening with
Was
Power
that?
Jungle.
Did I play that game of Kale earlier with you?
Yes, you did. It was spicy. Ooh, and
Yeah.
the brand. I like the brand pickup.
I need to.
dig that.
I need to remind. There's Trundle again.
I really dig this comp. We've got great CC with Trundle Brand and Fiddlesticks. And then you can just CC everybody, allow alt on top of it, and if someone gets away...
Wait, what if I'm right? What if it's a Fid mid?
In Trundle Jungle?
Yeah.
I like that. I'm into that.
I mean, that could totally...
So Galio confirms it's probably Galio mid, Zyra support, Kill top.
Yeah.
I'd like the Fiddle mid. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay,
let's,
alternatively,
100% for sure. I'm play-by-play, right?
Yeah, screw that.
Cool. Play-by-play so much fun, though.
When I'm not tired.
That's fair.
I probably should do other. I have to do transition now. Look at the smooth transition. Are you ready? Well, you won't see it for a couple seconds because that's the way string delay works. But transition. Oh, I called it. The timing.
That was good. That was good timing. I'm proud of you.
Yes. Of course.
Mine still hasn't.
But of course, like it'll be it was for you and me saying transition was like perfectly in time with the way it worked. But then for everybody else, they're just like, yeah, you already did that like 10 seconds ago.
Ah, yes, you'll be saying transition on stream after.
Like way after. You're like this crazy Jew.
Yeah, it's that old Futurama forwards only time travel.
Yeah, but eventually you'll go back to where you were, because the Earth will restart at the beginning.
It will. We have proof.
And all of the molecules and things will happen exactly in the same way every time for some reason.
Exactly.
Because apparently quantum physics is not a real thing.
Okay, so my top three. What else are we going to talk about? Well, they do pick ban a second time, right? So my top three. Number one, Devil's Hands are idle playthings.
Top three what?
Two, Futurama episodes.
Oh, that's my number one!
That's my number one.
Oh my god!
Number two is the Forward Time Travel episode.
That one's pretty sweet. I don't know if that's in my top three. Probably my top 10 for sure.
My number three is like the true finale, like when it actually ended, because I think they did right by a show that was very hard to do right by.
Yes.
And my honorable mention is Godfellas. That's a fantastic episode.
Okay, I can't remember all the names of the episodes, so I'm gonna have to describe them. Okay. Yes. My number one favorite episode is the Devil's Hands are idle playthings, because that one's obvious. It's the opera episode, and like literally an opera singer here. Okay, anyway.
And it's so cute.
And it's also very cute.
Oh, it's so good.
What's it? The use of which how is it better? What's the words? The word, the use of something. That is irony. The use of words to fuck. I mean, curses.
No credit. Not in my good Christian fraternity. And Ashen said, if anyone ever curses, they're out of here.
Okay. Why? Why are you not?
Why is this man?
Okay.
Jabberwock always does this.
What does he do?
He just hovers over a ton of champs, even though like we've already done pick ban and we know what he's gonna pick.
Yeah. No.
What's-
Hang on.
The use of
Here it is. Here it is. No, go back. I think legally, as long as less than 15 seconds, I can steal. Right?
What?
Audio, like for
Oh,
copyright.
sure.
As
Yeah,
less
you're
long
fine.
as it's okay. Here we go. You won't hear it. You'll hear it on the stream in like a few seconds.
the use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that is irony.
There it is.
The use
Um. So anyway, that's my number one, for sure. My number two is going to have to be the episode with the dog.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair. Luck of the
yeah,
Friar. Or
yeah.
no. Luck of the Friarish is the one with his brother.
That's also a good one. That's an honorable mention. It's not my. It's not my.
very good.
And then my third favorite episode is the one where
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic. Yeah, yeah. My third favorite episode is the one where Fry gets $4 billion.
Oh yeah.
That one always makes me laugh. I don't know why. And the thing that makes me laugh the most is him describing his PIN number like over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over.
It's a really good one. When he realizes his deposit from 1,000 years ago has matured.
It was like a quarter or something, or 53
Yeah.
cents. Or...
He put like a quarter in the bank, and they're like, "Oh, so with compounding interest, that's $4 billion." Great episode. That whole
Yeah.
show is fantastic, and it holds up so well. Every couple years, Sarah and I will get on a kick and like rewatch the whole thing in a couple weeks. It's so funny every time.
What's the streaming on now? Oh, it's Hulu. It's on Hulu now. That's what it's on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an emotionally compromising week for me. The Good Place ended, so I have to finish watching that. And BoJack
Like ended?
Horseman's
Like it's
final
over?
episodes. Yeah. And
Oh.
BoJack Horseman's very final episodes just dropped. So I have two extremely emotionally taxing TV shows to like finish permanently.
I'm like way behind The Good Place. I'm on like beginning of season 3. I'm like early season 3 is where I'm at.
I haven't seen any spoilers yet, but everyone who's posted about it has said that the ending was like I haven't seen anyone yet who was like they didn't do it justice. I've only seen
Like-
posts that are
Like How I Met Your Mother.
what needed to happen. I never watched the end of How I Met Your Mother, but I saw a
But
lot
you
of people
s-
weren't stoked about it.
Right. That's what I meant. Like I'm not giving it away. I'm just saying people
No,
were
for
not
sure.
people were not happy about it.
I really super think it's late enough in the game that that's not a spoiler-free zone anymore.
That's fair. It's only been like a decade.
Hey guys, Ted marries someone.
What?
Less of a jerk? No, but
Yeah, he very much was a jerk.
he's the worst.
Okay,
He's like
how do you feel
Ted
about
Mosby is the worst character you're supposed to like.
right? How do you feel about Scrubs?
Scrubs? It's a little problematic, but it's also like a creature of its times. It's
What do you mean by problematic?
so freaking funny. There's just bits of it that are like, I don't know, a lot of the like racial humor and like gender
Oh,
humor is
yeah,
very
that's fair.
like regressive, but it was none of it's like incredibly bad. It just doesn't hold up to like the test of time, but
But the
for
rest
what
of
it is,
it,
it's a really funny show. So
but like from my understanding, obviously it's a comedy and it's not reality. But I've heard medical people have told me that it's like the closest thing to the reality of a hospital in the sense of like how doctors deal with like loss and they're crazy.
Oh yeah, I've heard that from a ton of people too. It's like more accurate than things like Grey's that are like trying to be quote unquote realistic.
Right.
And that show did do impressively with a lot of like
Serious.
very
Yeah.
different
Oh, hey, we're in game now. Pause at 10,
I
right?
mean, you are. Yeah, I'll tell you
Oh.
when I get there. We have the elusive 10 skins.
Oh, it's like just stuck in.
Yup. Spec mode has been doing that lately. I'll be in a second, though. It's not letting me click portraits anymore, so we're almost there.
It's okay. 9 and 10.
I'm
I am
in.
paused at 10.
4, 5, 6.
Board. All right, Trundle's jungling.
All right, I am at 10
yes.
seconds.
Brand is support, or I guess we'll find that one out.
Yeah, we'll find. All right, I'm ready to
Probably
go.
there. I'm not. Hold on. I'm changing things.
No worries. Make sure you fix the overlay to cover the
No, yeah, I already got that.
progress bar. Okay, cool. I just on stream right now. I can see the bar, and we don't want to give stuff away.
The bar.
Yeah, the like.
Oh yeah, no. When I'm ready to unpause, I'm still getting like objective timers and stuff set. Because I have to have that up to unpause it, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could just hit P.
No.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, that's enough conversation about Futurama. As much as I love it.
Okay, since we didn't talk about this at all,
for a real game.
Since we didn't talk about this at all, who do you think has the better team comp?
I talked about it. I kind of brought it up already.
Yeah,
you know,
a little bit.
There's a really obvious win condition in the setup of the team fight for, it would help if any of them
Biscuits?
had the right. Yeah, level 18.
Oh.
It's hard when like 3 people don't have the team tag. But I think level 18 has a really good, obvious way to play team fights front to back. While there's a little bit, it's a good team fight for sure for Butter or Biscuits, but it doesn't have quite as much of a like linear approach.
I don't know that I agree with you on that. I think that if you build Galio and Amumu tanky, then you can play just as much front to back there. Especially with Zyra.
Oh, that's fair. I just think...
Yeah, especially with Zyra and putting down like other types of CC and stuff.
Yeah. Level 18 has a very nice obvious win con in the Alawi super ult, and I just think their team is set up very well to do that. Hoagie can lock people down. Hoagie can lock people down. Kate has CC, Brand has CC, Trundle has AoE CC. So everybody else has something in their kit that serves to benefit that carry getting fed. One interesting thing we're already seeing, Trundle and Amumu both starting blue. So Trundle is left with a decision to either go counter jungle and try the vertical, or to try buff to buff and recognize he gets the free scuttle. He does opt to go for the counter jungle, so already we're going to have a slight advantage toward level 18's jungler and Labby. In Labyrinth, because he is going to finish up this red buff before Amumu is able to get over there, as Mumu did opt to take the Gromp. And it looks now like Labby might be going for the early gank on the Kale. A reasonable call. Like you said, Kale's a great matchup if you can shut her down early. They do get the flash out of her, but it looks like that's going to be it.
Yeah. It's going to be a little harder for Kale until she hits 6. A little harder. Especially for farming. Because Alawi's going to want to push her up right to tower. And then, which is going to deny her some early creeps.
Definitely. And Trundle going in for another gank already, but Amumu is here to follow up on it. Labby gets some damage down on Panda, but it's not quite enough, and it does disengage about as quickly as it started. But Labby really doing what he needs to do here. Trundle likes these earlier ganks a little more than Amumu does. He likes this early aggression, and Labby's happy to take advantage of that. Especially notably with the difference in their jungle items. Starting Talisman on Amumu means that he heals more off AoE camps, but does a little less to single targets. While Machete is going to be a little better for single target damage and auto attack damage on champions. Only by a baby bit, but notable.
I want to talk about TV shows.
There's too much League going on, though.
I know.
I do love television.
I like good television. I really hate bad television.
Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. Reasonable. I hate that I have to watch Desert Fiddlesticks' walk animation for this entire game.
Same.
Like,
I hate that Fiddlesticks hasn't been reworked.
oh, really good poke from Fiddlesticks. Nice poke from Fiddlesticks.
Junglers
Just
are
a
pretty
pretty clean
dead
game.
even on CS.
Yeah, Moo definitely took advantage of, Trundle got an early CS lead by stealing that buff, but Moo responded by hard farming while Trundle was ganking, and I think made up for that. Now Biscuit Hat looking for a gank, but Labby right in there behind him, already ready for it. Biscuit does have to flash to get away, and now Trundle has burned 2 flashes in that top lane, and Kale is low on mana, gonna probably have to back and use her teleport pretty soon here. A little trade going on the bot lane, but nothing to scream about.
She's doing all right. Juiceman doing pretty decent on the positioning so far. Let's see what he gets first.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. Not what I would have gone for, but interesting. Oh, okay. That's what I would have gone for.
Ah.
Yeah.
It probably did that thing. Sometimes when I right-click an item, it'll buy it twice.
Really? I've never done that. I
Yeah.
guess I always double-click it or something, or hit buy.
It does
I
that
don't
to
know.
me a lot with control wards. And the sell button does it a lot. Like if I have 2 control wards and click sell, it'll sell both of them sometimes. I'm like, nope, just the one, bud.
Why would you sell a control? Well, I guess you.
Yeah, sometimes you gots to. If 30 gold is the difference between finishing a full item before like a team fight, I'm willing to give it up.
Man, the what do you call it? The hitbox on that stupid Alawi pull's dumb.
It does have a really big hitbox. It's a little old school Lux ult. Now, in most lanes, the farm is pretty much dead even, but Alawi is pushing about 11 farm lead at 6 minutes.
However, that was pre-6. Kale's gonna be able to start really deal with this now. She just hit.
Yeah,
6.
absolutely. It was honestly a hard lane for Juiceman pre-6, and he comes out of it. Yeah, he blew both summoners before Alawi did, but that's all. For a lane that's very difficult for you in those first 6 levels, he comes out of it doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, he's
Jabberwock
already
gets a little boot down, but oh, and Labby is coming in for a gank. He does get the stun down, forces Jabberwock to immediately flash. Sorry, the soft CC, not a stun. Jabberwock does go down from all that damage. They're not going to be able to take Pimp Monkey out, but fantastic kill. Finally converting on one of his ganks. And that's going to put Labby in a good position to start pushing for this dragon. And he knows that he's pinging the assist on a Moo. Meanwhile, Fleeing Panda tries to go on Zephocalypse. He does get the level advantage mid-fight, but Zephocalypse lands the combo, gets the stun, and they're both going to go out losing about 30% of it.
He can pop his ult now. Oh, maybe not. Oh wait, no, I was right. He did pop his ult. I just missed it.
Who?
Alawi popped ult.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I was talking
must
about.
not have been on.
Well, I was watching it, and I was watching
tell
it, and I guess there wasn't enough. Usually, because you have so many. My director camera was showing it. You have so many like tentacles going on that you can like see them all like hit at once. It's like, oh, that's clearly the ultimate. But I guess there's only like a couple up. So I really just didn't see them.
Quite so obvious.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I almost just said Trundle is counter jungling. He's been spending so much time in the other jungle, I forgot which side was actually his. He is not. He's just clearing his top side. Well, Alawi pushes and possibly gets some plates off of that.
He is counter jungling. He's counter jungling.
Get one.
A Moomoo's counter jungling.
He's countering the counter.
That's right.
Big
By
brain.
farming his own jungle, he's
Very big
preventing a Moomoo from a counter jungling, therefore countering.
Moo with a really good sweep there from the Scryer's Bloom. Does see 2 wards, but doesn't seem to mind. He's still going in for that gank top. But it looks like he backs off. Alawi gets a little too much of a lead, and Trundle's headed up, so it's safest for him to just back off there. There's been a lot of that. Both teams playing pretty safe. A lot of engages or ganks start and don't finish. Oh, and now OG really going in for this. Lightning does not have his ult up yet. He does try to fake it out with the E a little bit and spook him off, but it's a couple more seconds before ult can kill, finish it. He does have to flash, and OG Juiceman gets the kill 1 second before Lightning gets his ultimate back.
Very good play by OG Juiceman on that KO.
Very, very
his
good.
low key, his kill's pretty good.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they need to do here. You know, like I said, Alawi is a really big late game for their team comp. A really, really big. Oh, but a fight starts going down. Jabberwock is. Oh, he goes down to Zephocalypse. So there was a block on the Caitlyn ult, but it wasn't enough to stop the Brand burst.
Low key, Brand Caitlyn is disgusting.
It really do be like that. Even if people don't think it do. Now it is Kale who's taking some of that tower plating. Doesn't look like she gets a plate, though. Meanwhile, bot lane looking for something else. And Mumu hanging around to play safe and keep this Aphelios and hopefully this turret alive. And Trundle goes back to start clearing out his jungle. It looks like they're not going to try to really hard shove or dive. A little quiet in the game now. So.
Yep.
Nothing super interesting happening. We did see that first Ocean Dragon go down. And the upcoming dragon is a mountain in 4 minutes. So we are either going to have an Infernal Soul or a Cloud Soul. And which soul do you think each team is hoping for?
If I were... Really, if I were either team, I would want the Cloud Soul.
Interesting.
I think that with Kale, Alawi, Amumu, Trundle, Galio, Brand, Caitlyn, Aphelios, yeah, like pretty much every champ in this game wants that ult cooldown.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting too, because I'm inclined to agree, because ult is so important for these teams. And like I said before, level 18's comp is going to revolve around hard CC into an Alawi ult, so having that ult more is huge. Oh, does look like Hoagie might be going in for an engage. Oh, the Aphelios ult comes down, though, and pushes Hoagie off. Now he's running instead of engaging. Does look like that's going to come out with no kills for either side, though. Yeah, so I was saying Alawi ult is big for them, and I think having that ult a lot is good. But it's interesting because statistically, Cloud Soul is the soul you're least likely to win a game after getting. And Infernal is like second place, and it's huge. Oh, another gank from Labby. Is it going to be enough, though? Kale does look like she's getting away a bit, but he believes in it. He's still pushing. Lightning goes up. They get a little bit of CC. Do get Juiceman to pop the ult, but with Biscuit Hat there, it's just not going to be enough. Another fight ends up with a 0-for-0.
I think that is very much in the favor of Kale. Kale wants to get herself killed as little as possible, and that's what the ult is for, quite frankly.
Okay.
As soon as Kale hits 11... it's gonna be pretty impossible for the Lightning to be able to do any kind of significant thing to her.
Doomsday, I do not know what you said no about, but yes, no. How do you support someone who's saying no? Oh, big dive from Labby. He does get the traffic cone behind him. Is it enough? He has to flash to avoid dying to the turret, but he does get out of there, drops just a flash in exchange for Juiceman's life. Seems pretty worth it, especially with that wave crashing. Oh, Biscuit's looking for it again, though. After Labyrinth backed, he wants another, but it's not. I keep getting excited about these fights, and then they just disengage.
Yep.
It's okay, guys. I don't blame you. Oh, but Fleeing Panda's going in for a big engage on Zephocalypse. Zephocalypse does land the combo and get that passive, but again, just a trade about 30% for 30% for them. No one's going to go down. So we do get a push bot lane, but that's not going to turn into a fight. Hoagie's just trying to keep this turret alive. I think he knows he can't engage on this. One more plate goes down. They're probably going to back off now, not go for a second one. That'd be pretty greedy.
should play Kale in rank more.
Yeah, that's fun. She's
Waiting.
a little brain dead.
I've been
In the
spamming.
best way.
I've been spamming Yorick. You want to talk about brain dead?
Yeah, I've never played York. Oh, and another engage coming in. Zephocalypse starts the engage, but it's Fleeing Panda who follows up on it. Zephocalypse is able to land the combo to get the passive on Fleeing, which is going to make them run, but Labby comes in, maybe a little late for the engage, but desperate for the kill. Hoagie gets in just in time with the ult. Oh, but he gets stunned by the Zyra, isn't able to land his ult on any, and the fight seems to end up with 1 kill for level 18, no kills for Butter Our Biscuits. Oh, and a whiff to Felios ult, too. For those who may not be familiar with Felios, because he's still a little bit new, anytime he does the, like, T-pose floating Chris Angel Mind Freak thing, that's his ult. You know the one. We have another engage. Labby going around the outside to try and get to
nice,
OG. It's a little far
ult.
out, though. Biscuit gets a fantastic kill off on Super Hoagie as Labby pays for going out of position, and the Mountain Drake goes to Butter Our Biscuits.
It's Cloud.
As Jabber gets in to clear some wards. And it is Cloud Soul. You called it.
Well, I mean, I didn't call which one it was going to be. I called which one I thought would be better for the teams.
You called what they wanted. Yeah, and I think that Mountain is a very important pickup. The individual dragons don't do a ton. Their individual statistics, honestly, kind of underwhelming, especially compared to the Soul. Level 18 has Alawi, who can be pretty tanky, has Trundle, who can be pretty tanky, and they don't really have a dedicated tank on Butter Our Biscuits, so anything you can get that gives you more tankiness is much appreciated, especially when you take that tankiness away from your opponent. Level 18 might be looking for an engage here, but it does seem like they see it coming. Biscuit Hat and Pimp Monkey already running. The traffic cone comes down and blocks him. Biscuit Hat gets in with the fantastic three-man ult. The knock-up from Galio, fantastic chaining of ults. Zephocalypse is able to pick off Jabberwock, but takes quite a bit of damage in the meantime. Fleeing Panda might be able to finish off Shadow. Hoagie is running under turret, knows it's too late. We get the dash from Fleeing Panda to secure the kill on Caitlyn, and ultimately it is a 2-for-1 in favor of Butter Our Biscuits, who are now going to take down this bot for the second turret on the map.
Now, that was an example of really good... I wish I could replay. I haven't figured that out yet. Really good... At least a form of front. It wasn't quite front to back because they were all, like, you know, garbled around each other. But Amumu went in, popped the ult, so it was just a long CC chain, and like that Trundle was going after the backline. So Amumu ults him, then Galio pops in, knocking him up even further, then gets the taunt off, and it's just the Aphelios is just able to just kind of auto attack through the entire thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do his stuff.
Counter jungle from Amumu there was nice. Now a 3-man push for this turret. Labby doesn't want to let it go down, but he does get held off by some Zyra plants. Drops a traffic cone to keep them away, and it seems like that's where it's going to end. Oh, but that turret is very low. Yeah, they're trying not to take an engage here because it's 3v4, but they do manage to get the turret anyway, and now the pings are starting to come down. They do know that there's a rotation happening on. They start pinging it. Can Kill get away before she dies, or can the team get there to save her? She does have her ult, so she's pretty safe.
No, she's dead.
She does drop the ult. OG has to drop his flash as well, but does he get back to the team in time? No, MF Shadow is able to land it before Galio gets in the way. But the engage is still going to get them a kill on Labyrinth, followed up by a kill on Super Hoagie. Another kill on both of those. Another 2-for-1 in favor of Butter Our Biscuit. And if they keep taking these, BRB is going to be in a fantastic spot for a team that started out 2-0.
Did you say BRB? You mean BOB?
Be our B.
Oh.
Their clan tag is BRB because butter our biscuits.
BRB, BRB. We can
I just
serve
looked
it
at
with
the
some
chat.
tea.
I want it was a good day. Agrees that it looks like Chris Sage will mind free Quinophilos ult. Yeah, not surprised by them dropping the Herald there. Very easy kill on this turret for Shelly. Might even take it down before
Yeah.
the charge, which is huge. Yes!
Oh my god.
That's really important because now Shelly has almost full health going into a charge on the inner turret. We're seeing the top lane fight under turret and bot lane now, but apparently something more important is happening. Mid-directed camera says no to that top lane fight. Important to know, Juiceman does not have his ult, and Lightning does. So any fight up there is going to favor Lightning a little bit. But it looks like Butter Our Biscuits is more interested in posturing around this dragon. 32 seconds until it comes up.
I don't blame them. That cloud, everyone's gonna be all over it.
Absolutely. That cloud is very, very good for them, especially with the global from Fleeing Panda. Oh, and the bandage does land. Galio a little short on the ult, but able to flash, or sorry, to dash, not flash in, to get it. Biscuit Hat going pretty low, has to disengage from the fight, and everyone has to disengage. They're playing, but you can't play safe with a dragon. Someone's going to have to hard engage to get this dragon or try for the steal. And it looks like it's Lightning who's going to go in for it. He knows that they're together. He is stepping under a Aphelios turret, though, taking a lot of damage just to get that kill. So he does flash in. Meanwhile, a fight happens on the other side of the map. Fleeing Panda taking him down. Jabberwock does get caught, but it's not enough to take him out by MF Shadow's ult. And we're going to end that with a 2-for-1 again in favor of BRB. Oh, but Aphelios wants more. He jumps in. He gets the kill on Zephocalypse. Can he turn it into 2? Biscuit Hat does whiff the bandage and looks like he's not going to be able to take him. Fights are very hard to commentate when they last this long.
Yes.
And when there's 2 fights happening at once, which I think is very much playing into the hands of Butter Our Biscuits. I think they're very happy with fights going that way.
Yes.
With having this sort of one fight happening near bot lane and one fight happening more up toward like the Pixel War.
Fleeing Panda was doing his job, keeping them away. He died for it. But they couldn't... There's a lot of AP damage on the side of level 18.
Yes.
And to the point where it's
a lot of murky boys.
A lot of murky boys. And so the vast majority of their burst damage from AD is in that Alawi, and there's stuff happening.
Is trying to chase down OG Juiceman. Can he catch him? Not before Zephocalypse gets there. A great ult. Might even take Hoagie down. He drops the Ignite because he thinks he's got it, but it's not quite enough, as Alawi is able to get in there and push them off. But Aphelios says no. Once again, Pimp Monkey being Pimp Monkey, getting aggressive on the fight. Zephocalypse comes in. He might be able to burst Pimp Monkey down. That passive is going to secure it. Passive goes off onto Kale, kills her as well. We do see Alawi able to get in and get a kill. Biscuit Hat pulls off a kill back on the Alawi, and Biscuit will go down to the Caitlyn ult. A very quick, very busy fight there. Results in a 3-for-2, this time actually in favor of level 18.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why that fight was even really taken the way it was, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think it was, honestly, a bit of it was a lack of wards on the side of level 18.
Could be.
I think...
You mean Better Biscuits?
It looked like they might have a pick. They might have like a 2v3, and then all of a sudden it's like a 4v2, but they played it well and managed to, come out of it ahead, regardless, so... Whatever works, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we have a little bit of a lull in the game, a little after 20 minutes, I'm going to ask my very favorite question to ask around 20 minutes. Usually, I like to ask, what do they have to do to come back? But it's a pretty darn even game right now. So, who do you think is favored right now? And what do you think their win condition is?
I think that right now, Butter or Biscuits is in the better position overall. I think that fight was taken without Galio, which would have made a huge difference.
Fair.
I think that their win condition is letting Juiceman hit 16 and be their damage source while everyone else deals with the team. Deals with all the crappiness.
Yeah.
That being
level 16 kill is a massive power spike.
Right. That being said, We have some stuff happen.
Oh, engage possibly from Fleeing Panda. He does go. He stuns the Zophocalypse. Zophocalypse just a little too much of a glass cannon. Eventually goes down to Jabberwock, but he gets the passive off beforehand, and the passive is going to do a lot of damage on Biscuit Hat there. Meanwhile, Fiddlesticks does go down, and Fleeing Panda dies as well. A fantastic ultimate from the Alawi, though, and another follow-up ult from Caitlyn takes out a Mumu. Oh my god, they both have their ult every fight. It's like Earth.
Well, this part of the game. Well, that's Cloud Drake.
Yeah, true.
No,
I'm talking on.
I know. Oh,
there's been a Kate ult in every single fight.
well, not that long of a cooldown, is it?
No, it's really not. Yeah, for a ridiculous range point and click high damage ult, it's very short cooldown.
I don't find that the damage to be that. I mean, if she's fed, yeah, the damage is that high.
It is when you're ahead, yeah. When you're
Yeah.
4-1 and 2, it's definitely a little much. But worth noting, Pimp Monkey has a fantastic CS lead. He's been CSing like a monster. So as much as there's a pretty decent lead in a lot of places,
And he's also got way more
Pimp
assists
Monkey's
as
way
well.
ahead. Yeah, he's just way ahead. I kind of assumed she had more kills because she has like a comeback gold, but no.
Oh
Labby
my
getting picked out.
god.
You're just a little out of position, going down to
That Aphelios is huge.
Yeah, Aphelios is big, and he has that rapid fire gun. I really need to learn the 5 guns.
Oh, that's the Alawi ult, but it's just not enough.
Like that. Oh, they don't really pay for it, but that is not how you want to fight with an Alawi. All 5 people going in at once. 2 of them do end up dying because of it. 2 very low. And I mean, that was just a textbook, not how you want to fight into an Alawi.
Right. That was...
Luckily, they're far enough ahead that they didn't pay for it too much. So what is
So anyway, I think that...
it attacks after she dies? Yes, Pimp Monkey. It really do.
Yes. It do.
The tentacles have a mind of their own.
I think that playing around the combo of like Alawi brand, like let Labby go in, isolate 1 or 2 people with the ult, and then have like an Alawi ult, brand ult. Oh, beautiful!
Oh, big engage coming down. Hoagie channeling the ult, but gets melted down. Fantastic Gallery ult. Kill putting in work on her ult and a very, very quick 3-0.
If I were them, I'd go straight for Baron.
Immediately pinging the Baron.
Well, actually, someone pinged the inhibitor first. But that's okay. Have you seen that College Humor show, Well, actually?
I have not.
Look it up. It's hilarious. The premise of the show is they say like some kind of nerdy fact, and you have to be like, well, actually, because there's something that's wrong what they said. So like they said, if they were to say, Superman is Superman is strengthened by kryptonite. You're like, well, actually, Superman is weakened by, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's obviously a really super easy, obvious one, but because
important to note, while that fight definitely went in favor of Butter Our Biscuits, and they were able to get good flash from Fleeing Panda. Oh, but he whiffs the dash a little bit. Doesn't look like he's gonna pay for it, but unless the speed might save him. Good work, Scuttle. Thank you for your service.
Also, Pimp Monkey.
It's important to note, Butter Our Biscuits definitely won that fight, but level 18 still got the dragon.
Yes, I noted that.
Oh, another good Alawi ult. Gonna be enough to take out Jabberwock, but Kale is gonna get away. Juice Man can't defend this turret, though, can he? He can. The turret does not go down. Meanwhile, MF Shadow is able to take the Aphelios out. Kale does get the kill on Alawi, though.
And so still has her ult.
Yeah, and across the map, 2 for 1, that it looks like level 18 is going to be able to turn into a turret, and this game is very, very close.
Yeah, I'm still not really seeing...
the gold lead suggests.
I agree. However...
Can we real quick...
Kale, still only 15.
Yeah. Can we real quick talk about Butter Our Biscuits wards? What a beautiful ward spread on top side.
Well, they were going after Baron. I would sure hope so.
Oh, it just makes my heart sing. So many wards. I love wards. I miss when supports were worthless for anything other than wards. I just want
Wild
a ward all
thing.
the time.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. You make my heart sing. Ooh, baby. Okay.
A little counter jungle coming in from Mumu, putting the red buff actually onto Fleeing Panda as Pimp Monkey takes their own red buff. They are pinging for a fight bot. Felio's pretty out of position for this, though. Luckily, Brand is also not there, but I think a 4 for 4 without their most fed carry is pretty risky, especially with the... Oh, the ult is fantastic, but again, it is not enough. Kill is able to take out Alawi. Zyra is able to take out Fiddlesticks. 2 kills for Butter Our Biscuits. So even without Aphelios, it was plenty.
And
Didn't even need his damage output.
And that is level 16, Mikhail. I don't know exactly when it happened, but it happened. So this game is now. I'm afraid to say I think this game may be over now that the Juice Man has hit level 16 on the Kale.
Yeah, I definitely think there's potential for level 18 to come back. I mean, they're looking decent still in these fights. I think Alawi's just dying a little fast.
Alawi is by herself a lot, and at this point in the game, with as behind as she is, she needs to realize that she does not have that ability.
Yeah, I think they need to chain the ults better. Oh, but there is a fight going out. Oh, Brand tries to step up to get a fight, but Fleeing Panda responds immediately, knocks him up, gets the chain CC for the kill. Labby is able to get out with just a tiny bit of his health left. But another kill, and notably 40 seconds before Drake comes up, they're just oppressively bullying them in lane. Level 18 knows Dragon's the next big thing. They're starting to scan, starting to get some wards taken out. Wouldn't be surprised to see a fight break out over this dragon.
A fight in which everyone will have their...
Oh, a bold teleport. Galio with the huge bold teleport into the entire
Oh,
team.
3-man taunt!
Up. The 3-man knockup is fantastic. OG Juice Man does get there in time. Biscuit Hat also gets there. Fleeing Panda is on the run. Lowy drops an ult, but it doesn't do very much damage to anybody. Probably not the best ult, but Labby does follow up on it, is able to get the kill off on Biscuit Hat. But Fleeing Panda and Jabberwock are going to follow up with 2 kills, putting Labyrinth and MF Shadow on the back foot. Team is pinging them to stop chasing and just get this Cloud Drake, and I think that's definitely... Zephocalypse is full health and here, but I don't think he's got enough to take 4v3. Labby disagrees, though. He goes in on Juice Man. Juice Man has way too much damage and takes him out pretty cleanly. Zephocalypse drops a combo down that will be able to take out Aphelios, but costs him his life to the Zyra. And Zyra and Juice Man pinging to get on that dragon. Make sure it gets taken down while death timers
Out of curiosity, what's your timer at?
32:22.
Oh, wow, you are way behind me.
Really?
Yeah, you're like 3 seconds behind. Hold on, I'm going to pause.
No, it's 3 seconds. It's not way.
1, 2, 3. Okay, should be about the same now. What are you at now?
30:40.
All right, you're a little bit ahead of me. That's fine. That's just fine. Just leave it that way.
Yeah, not the end of the world.
You're like a second ahead of me, which is way better than...
Then behind, yeah.
It matters because I'm reacting to things that like a good 3 seconds before you see them.
Everybody posturing a little bit around Baron right now. It is the only thing present on the map, and I think Butter Our Biscuits knows that they are in a pretty darn solid position to take it, especially if they get a pick off on Zephocalypse. Great play by Biscuit Hat, immediately getting behind Brand, getting that blast cone so that Brand can't use it to escape. Really, really smart play there.
Really strange to see Alawi on the bottom side of the map right now. Does Alawi have teleport up? Yeah, okay, that. But still...
On.
I don't know that if I would...
Alawi counter pushing bot does get a turret. Baron's gonna go down in the meantime.
Yeah, now they just end.
Possibly. Alawi's got a lot of push. I mean, Juice Man is in their base. Panda uses his ult to get in the base. Isn't able to dodge it, but Juice Man with the clutch Zonias to avoid it. They do take down Hoagie. Looks like they might just end off of this. Alawi forced to... There is potential here, but Fleeing Panda lands a fantastic dash. Knocks up Alawi, immediately gets out. Poke's coming down, but I think they're very aware of what Alawi wants to do. They're trying not to fight under the ult too much. The ult goes down, and again, it's just not enough. That Alawi ult comes out, and she dies before it does anything really significant. Butter Our Biscuit's pretty much just waiting for this wave of minions now.
Honestly, though, they all have gold. They should probably go back and spend. Reset.
Yeah, I think they're being a little greedy, trying to push this so hard. Oh, Biscuit Hack goes in for the engage, lands the bandage, and gets in there. Doesn't quite have the damage to take Labby out. Has to pop his own Zonias, but survives because of it, and the game does go to Butter Our Biscuit.
Great last fight on the side of level 18, though.
Oh, absolutely. I think level 18 played good League.
Oh, I think both teams played good lead. I think both teams had solid comps and were playing very well. I just think that Kale at level 16 is Kale level 16.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, they did exactly what they needed to do in a situation where Alawi is a potential massive carry for team fights. You need to focus that lane and get an advantage to Kill, especially when Kill has a rough level 1 through 6. They did a great job of keeping her alive, keeping her safe, and keeping her not far behind in farm for that first 6 levels until she could start to get
That's
where
right.
she needs to be.
So who do you think is MVP for this game?
You know, it's hard not to think it's Pimp Monkey when he pops off that hard, but I honestly think it might be Fleeing Panda. Panda's ults and Panda's dashes in almost every fight were really, really solid.
I'm gonna actually honestly have to say, I would say Kale would be a really good like runner up, but I have to agree with you. I think that Fling Panda really made a lot of those plays happen. Like I don't think they would have gotten anywhere if Fling Panda hadn't done what he had done. So I don't intend on making a poll because again, I don't feel like doing anything. So we're just gonna call it.
I'll make the straw poll. Good.
I wasn't even supposed to cast tonight, okay? I just wanted to hang out with you.
Aw, that is wholesome. I appreciate it. You're a good guy.
Ugh.
All right.
Hey Google, what time is it? Oh.
All right.
Oh, hey,
Sharing
look.
the straw poll right now.
A pick ban link early.
All right. I will be opening that spec leak and then running to the bathroom really quick while we finish up the straw.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out for as far as like
BRB.
Yes, and I'm going to stop the stream now, and then we'll start the next game in a minute.